Are you happy with the number of online patients your medical business is getting? Do you wish your online presence was stronger and more visible to people looking for medical care in your area? To get in front of people who might become patients, you can show up in search engine results. Using SEO for medical offices can help you get more people to see your ads, click through to your website, and come into your practice. Before you do search engine optimization on the website for your medical business, you should learn about best practices and how to reach people in your area. We'll talk about what works for medicine practice below, SEO, and what doesn't work. What does SEO have to do with a medical practice? SEO, which stands for Search Engine Optimization, is a set of techniques that can help the website for a medical office rank higher in search engine results. There are three main parts to SEO for medical practices. Technical optimization takes care of any problems with the site that might be stopping search engines from fully crawling its pages. These tips will help search engines better understand what your website is about. They are called on-page optimization. Now, if you're looking to dive deeper into these strategies, you might find our customized marketing course for the healthcare sector particularly useful, as it's packed with real-world examples. The course link is in the description and the first pinned comment. Building links that lead to the site is part of offsite optimization. If SEO is done right, it can help a medical practice's website move up in the SERPs, search engine results pages, and get more users, which can lead to more patients. Why should medical practices do SEO? Search engine optimization is good for a medical business in many ways. Make it easier for people who might become patients to find your website on search engines. The cost per conversion for free traffic is a lot less than the cost per conversion for paid traffic. 80% of patients have used the internet to look for health information in the last year, making it an important part of their trip. Get in front of people who are looking for signs and symptoms. SEO is a great way to sell telemedicine because it can bring in people from all over the country. Make your business known as a leader in its field of medicine. This will earn you trust and could bring in patients from all over the country. SEO is the way to get the website for your medical business seen by all the people who are searching for that information. An in-depth look at your site to find out what it needs is the first step. What's not good for SEO? Not being able to use your website or phone well. Your website is a reflection of your medical practice, and a bad experience can make your practice look bad. Make sure that your developers and web designers work together to make sure that your site looks professional, that it's easy to navigate, and that your pictures load quickly and correctly. Make sure your site loads fast too. Important web cores. Google is using Core Web Vitals, which are measures of how fast your website loads and becomes interactive more and more to help decide how to rank sites. Core Web Vitals is made up of three main parts. The speed at which the site's first parts load on the screen is called First Contentful Paint, FCP. This is the amount of time that passes between when a user connects with a website for the first time and when the website responds. Largest Contentful Paint, LCP. How fast the website's main material loads and it starts to be useful. Cumulative Layout Shift, CLS. This metric checks how often users see unexpected changes in the layout, like text or an input button changing. Following what other people have done. We know it's hard to keep adding new information to the website for your medical practice. There are times when you might want to borrow material from another website. Do not do it. Because search engines want their users to find useful, original content, you need to make sure that your website has that kind of content. You and other medical practices will talk the same language, but you need to work hard to make your opinion your own. Look at what other people are saying and come up with a better way to say it. Are you struggling with marketing in the healthcare sector? Our customized marketing course addresses these challenges head-on, with real-life examples to illustrate each solution. The course link is in the description and the first pinned comment. Having too little time to do keyword research. You may feel like you need to improve the website for your practice right away, but it's important that you take the time to do the process correctly before you start optimizing. Keyword study can help you figure out if all your hard work will lead to more traffic and eventually more patience. Make sure the keywords you pick have a good mix of monthly searches and competition. Also, make sure the words you use make sense for your work. If you take the time to do keyword study correctly, your website will be in the best shape to do well with search engine optimization. Do not over-optimize. It can be tempting to use the same keywords over and over again in your content once you have the basic parts in place and a good keyword list. This is great, but there is a knack to using keywords in the right way. Search engines might think your website is too geared for your key terms if you use them too much. They might then decide that you are not a good resource for those terms. You should use your main keywords all over your website, but not so much that it makes it hard to read. Make sure that the key terms for each page are in the headers, but don't use them too much in the text. The engines are smart enough to figure out what your content is about without you having to tell them over and over again what it's about. Writing little text. The most important part of your site might be the things that people read. Good content shows that you know what you're talking about and helps readers and future patients trust you. Natural language processing is what search engines use to read your content, so they can probably tell if you took the time to fully and carefully write about your ideas or if you just made content for the sake of making content. People will also stay on your website longer, and the number of people who leave it quickly will stay low. This is another sign to search engines that people are having a good time on your website. Make your website useful and interesting for people who visit it. Users and search engines will both enjoy it if you take the time to write good content for your website. Not looking at local listings. It's possible that local ads are the best way to get known in your area. Getting in front of people who look for things like physical therapist in your area is important for the growth of your business. Completely fill out your Google business profile and make it your own. Also, make sure you add new pictures and blog posts to it often. Also, claim your Bing places for business page and fill it out. Bing doesn't get as much traffic as Google, but it's the default search engine in Windows, and a lot of older people still use it, so don't forget about it. Find a medical SEO company that works SEO is a very important part of your marketing plan as a whole. It takes a lot of work too. You need to keep working on a few things on a daily basis. SEO is something you should never forget about. The algorithms that search engines use are changed almost every day. If you keep your SEO work in-house, you'll have to hire someone full-time. There are companies that do SEO specifically for medical offices, which is good news. But medical practices are different and need to use specific language that is in line with industry standards. To sum up, if you're looking to avoid common marketing pitfalls, our customized marketing course for the healthcare sector offers in-depth insights, complete with real-life examples. The course link is in the description and the first pinned comment.